Hello ladies and gentlemen, Bowmaster619 here. It's another beautiful day in colorful Colorado, and as you can tell, I'm a little bit a little bit tired at the moment. But today, I'm going to go ahead and give you a full, well maybe not full, but a much more in-depth review of Pero Instant Hot Beverage. Now, as you can see right here on the front, it is made with barley, malted barley, chicory, rye, and nothing else. That's literally what it says. Now, if you remember, I did give a review of this a while ago, but it wasn't a very in-depth review. So, that's what I'm going to do now. It is a dark brown powder. Looks kind of like hot cocoa, honestly, when you first take a look at it. And now I need some hot water. Just a moment. Now, personally, when it comes to me and coffee, I prefer to have coffee with cream and sugar. Or honey and sugar, if that is the case, if I happen to have honey with me. Because I love honey in my coffee. It is so good. Nothing like the sound of breakfast cooking up behind you, eh? Because apparently now I'm Canadian. So, once you first get it mixed up, it's got a lot of bubbles on top from mixing. But it is a somewhat translucent brown liquid. Looks almost exactly like coffee. I mean, the picture on the front's not very far off, honestly. So from there, cool it down just a little bit. Okay, forget this. I'm going to use my spoon, because this is not going to be terribly good either. Okay, so taste-wise, now that I have a little more time to let you know what I'm tasting here, it has a bitter taste to it, of course. Bitter. Yeah, you can... Honestly, it just tastes a lot like coffee. There's really not much else to say to it other than the fact that it tastes like coffee. You know, one of my other fellow employees, said, you know, why would you even bother with it if it doesn't have any caffeine or anything in it? Well, the reason why you would drink something like this is simply because if you can't have coffee for some reason, if you don't want any of the caffeine, you know, there are numerous reasons for it. Plus, there's the simple fact that there are so many different kinds of coffee substitutes or extenders that are available out there that, you know, why wouldn't you? Experiment, have some fun. There's another coffee that I have over here that actually is coffee, which is this one right here, which is coffee and chicory. This one is very strong, very bitter, but has an absolutely wonderful flavor. This actually is not an instant like this one. You know, this is genuine coffee mixed with chicory, and this is just the instant drink, which is all those charred items, or I guess the proper term would be roasted items, mixed together so you can have something that is very similar to coffee, but it's not entirely the exact same. And there's also the simple fact that if you have coffee but you're almost out and you just happen to have some of this around, you can do what I am doing. I only filled this cup up about halfway. I'm now adding in my sugar, and I'm going to be adding in my creamer. And once I am done recording this, I'm going to go ahead and add some regular coffee in there. You know, I went ahead and did a bit less than I did the first time. The first time I used an 8-ounce coffee mug, if you all remember. And I added way too much of this, and it was way too strong. It's still good. But one of the nice things about this is it kind of takes on the flavor of whatever items you happen to add into it. So I added hazelnut creamer in mine, and that's what it tasted like. It tasted like a hazelnut cream drink. I guess you could say that normal coffee kind of does that as well, but it really depends on what kind of coffee you're going with. So, I'm not sure if you could necessarily say that that is a much more in-depth review of it, but there you go. Pero Instant Beverage. Very good. Surprisingly mild for what it is. Still has that bitter coffee flavor. Is able to more or less kind of become whatever it is flavor-wise that you add into it. And if you happen to be running low on coffee, but you do have some of this around, you can extend the life of the coffee that you have. So overall, very good product. I am thoroughly impressed with it, and I will be purchasing it again. And if you want to try some, you can definitely try and find this at your local store. I found mine at Safeway. And the same with the other coffee that I showed you. That one was also at Safeway. You can look that up. But until next time, this is Bowmaster619Al. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, so much sugar! That needs more coffee. Until next time, this is Bowmaster619 with a real sugar face. Whew! I'll see you in the next video. Take care.